How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Tech Lions Dad Lannister. I'm just gonna have a different intro every time I make one of these videos. You ever just get that kind of irking feeling where you're reading the news, you see some things, and you just have to speak on it? Yeah, that's me today. Is that me today? I'm gonna touch on a very touchy topic that is going around the news media today. It's been going around since last year. I try not to touch it because of it being a very touchy topic, and I don't want to seem biased or anything like that with, me being of the general race that is, pursuing right now of all of this. But a couple things I want to talk about. I'm going to start with the gun violence, the police violence, and all of that stuff that's going on right now. Now, I'm going to say this about all of that. I don't know. I, this topic is touchy. I know I like controversial topics, but it's very touchy. Um, I'll give two scenarios, and that's how I'll speak on this. So, first scenario we're gonna go with is the police officer that shot the kid, teen, however old he was, instead of tasing after she clearly stated taser, taser, taser. That's messed up. I mean, I see both sides of the spectrum. I see the police officer side, and I see the side of all the mass that's pissed off. Um, I don't condone fighting the police. I don't condone violence. Um, I have never condoned any of that. No, got that Raider merch on. Raider Nation. I had to take a sidestep back real quick, let everybody know. Got that go. But I don't condone fighting the police. I don't condone going out and doing anything illegal, period. But at the same time, I don't condone the police officers handling certain situations the way that they have. In a lot of situations, there's a lot of times where they could have handled all of this better and chose not to. A perfect example is when that lady's yelling taser, taser, taser. She should have side saw and made sure that what was in her hand was a taser. I mean, I'm pretty sure the tasers looks pretty different than a firearm. If you realize that it's not your taser that's drawn, and you realize it's your firearm that's drawn, that should give you enough time to pull that taser out. And then, I mean, if I heard correctly in the video, I think she said, I'm sorry, I shot him," or "I shot him, I'm so sorry," or something along those lines. I mean, the way I look at all of that is yeah, okay, you may have not meant to shoot him, but at the same time, apologizing. From what I had seen, they had the situation under control. Um, the man still drove off everything. I mean, at the same time, I don't know if he died. Like I said, I try not to get into all of that because it's a very touchy subject. It's very cancel culture becomes real when it becomes stuff like that. Like if I were to speak for the police officers, I'm canceled. If I was to speak for the accused and the, well, just like criminal, then I'd get canceled. Like the whole George Floyd thing. Like I said it back then. I'm not speaking on that. Like I'm not speaking on that. I have my opinions. If you want to know my honest opinions, I mean, I'll straight up tell you my honest opinions, but I just don't feel like right now with as many shootings, as many gun downs that are happening, I don't feel like it's right. I mean, I am a Republican, I'm a black Republican. I supported Trump up until the Capitol riots. But another thing I wanted to talk about was the Capitol riots. That should have never fucking happened. Never should have happened. I mean, okay, I look at it this way. If you are an American citizen and you are blaming all of this stuff on another American citizen, that is not right. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Independent, Episcopalian, Christian. I know those aren't political fields. Some of those are, church things, but religious views. Religious is something I'll never get into. I mean, I may one day. But, yeah. You are not an American if you feel like you have to hurt, maim, shoot, or kill another American. Let's not even put American into it. Let's not even put American into it. You're just not a human being if you feel like you have to hurt another human being. All because your candidate lost. Whoa, okay, handle Biden for the next 4 years and then vote Trump back into office, for fuck's sake. Or Mike Pence, or you know who I really want to see in office? I really want to see Bernie Sanders in office. I want to see what a Bernie Sanders presidency would look like. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. That would be. I mean, the dude's near death anyway. I don't want to. I don't want his last breaths to be taken to the White House. That just. We've had enough presidents that have died that way, in like the White House and stuff like that. That has to be one of the most haunted buildings. I mean, hey, I believe in all that haunted shit. Like I've seen some shit. I've heard some shit. Like if that's some topic you want me to touch, let me know. But um, yeah, okay. So another topic I wanted to touch on. Let's move past all that. Another topic I wanted to touch on was the Democrats versus the Republicans when it comes to the stimulus check and like all of that. I want to say this: if you're a Democrat or a Republican in the House of Senate, House of Representatives right now, and you're arguing on whether us as American people need money to help us survive to get through this pandemic or anything along that lines, fuck you. Let's see you come down here and work for 7 something an hour. Let's see you come down here and work for 8 something an hour. Let's see you come down here and work for 9 something an hour and see if that lavish little apartment that you have. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Nancy Pelosi. Miss, oh, the Americans, they need $2,000. Or no, sorry, it was $1,400 and then $1,400 per kid. Okay. Oh, well, it's just no. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Like, watching these Democrats, watching these Republicans argue over what we as American peoples need. Like, arguing over that they know what we as Americans need. We've spoke what we wanted. We voted on what we wanted. We were guaranteed $2,000 worth of checks when Biden was in office. Where's that, Biden? Where is that? I'll wait. And then you got them about $300 a month for that child tax credit thing, infrastructure, whatever it's called. Where's that going to help out? Yeah, it'll help out with a little bit of bills. It'll help out with a little bit of gas or whatever, but that's all it's helping out on. I mean, watching the Democrats and watching the Republicans fight, it's starting to be a lot more fun than watching the MLB or NFL. And I mean, watching the Raiders is pretty fun. But it started to be fun watching, politics right nowadays more than it is watching sports, because it's now a battle of, a battle of a bunch of old guys who think that living the way that they lived back in the day is still viable. Our government has turned in such a shit show that we as people have to basically sit back and take the brunt of whatever they decide is best for us, not us deciding what's best for us. And I mean, there's a way most people we could remedy this, and that's to get them out of office, but nobody will, because like you got people like Mitch McConnell, the man who eats poor people. Like, I don't remember what representative it was that had said it, but wasn't there a representative that said, oh, well, the American people don't want these stimulus checks, they want to work for what they get? Yeah, I want to work for what I get, but at the same time, I want to be able to, go work a job without having to wear a mask. I want to go work a job without having to, worry about I mean, they took the $15 an hour minimum payment thing out of the stimulus bill because the Republicans threw a fucking fit. I'm sorry, but who is not wanting people to make 15 an hour? Raise your hand, because this guy right here, I need to know. When you got pregnant women who are making $7 an hour trying to make ends meet and still buy stuff for their baby. And I know a lot of people's excuses are going to be, oh, well, they can go get a better paying job. No, not a whole lot of people can. And I'm not going to talk about if it's because of race, sex, or anything like that. No, let's throw that out the window. Let's talk about us being as humans. It's harder nowadays to get a better job, because even if you go get a college diploma, that doesn't guarantee you a job. Because then they have to pay you more because you're worth more. Okay, so they're going to go hire Bob Billy Dill Dodd dumbass. I can't think of a fucking name. Because they can pay him less. Oh, well, there's always jobs hiring. Yeah, there are. There are always jobs hiring. Fast food, that can get away with paying people $7 an hour. There's always jobs hiring gas stations that can get away with treating their employees like shit. There's always jobs hiring like GameStop. We're not even going to get me fucking started on GameStop again. Or Walmart that treats their employees like shit. Like, no. Just no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican and you're in the office right now and y'all are deciding amongst yourselves what we deserve to get, remember this. Remember this. We as American people are the reason why you're still sitting comfortably in that house. Sorry. We as the American people are the reason why, a lot of y'all are still getting that pretty pricey paycheck. So, give me a second. My wife just texted me.